right, thank you, Fox. I got.
Let's turn our attention now to the aviation sector, where United States flag carrier United Airlines flight UA613, outbound from Lagos to Washington, has declared an emergency and returned to Lagos. Report revealed that several passengers and crew aboard the aircraft, that's a Boeing 7878, sustained minor injuries. The flight, which had 245 passengers, 8 flight attendants, and 3 pilots, made a direct return to the Murtala Mohammed International Airport while outbound over Ivory Coast airspace. According to one of the passengers who spoke under anonymity, the incident happened after they had unfastened their seatbelts. The passengers said they had been served their meals when the plane lost pressure and dropped, and then they noticed a sharp descent. Clarifying the development, the airline said the flight from Lagos to Washington, D.C. returned to Lagos to address a technical issue. The airline also revealed that after landing safely, the aircraft was met by first responders to address reports of minor injuries to several passengers and crew. An aviation analyst, Wale Shadari, joins me on the news at 10 for more on this. Good to have you join us. Mr. Wale Shadari, just to confirm that you are there. You have to unmute yourself. So I just wanted to confirm from you, because I know that you have been in the aviation sector for a really long time and might have seen a lot of this kind of incidents play out. What you make of this and what you think could have been responsible?
Thank you very much. We woke up this morning to see exactly a video, a viral video that has gone out, where passengers were seen screaming after the aircraft they were traveling with from Lagos had an emergency, had a technical problem over the airspace of Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, what happened, going by the picture or the video I'm seeing, is very, very scary. But like I said, aircraft are built to withstand any pressure, and most of the pilots are trained to also take control of the situation like this. We thank God nothing happened. We thank God the aircraft came back to Lagos. Anything can happen to an aircraft, even a brand new aircraft. But the pilots were trained, it's part of their training to handle situations like that, and we really commended the crew.
When things like this happen, one of the things you hear people say is that, quote, if they knew something was wrong with their plane, why did they fly it? Is it possible, are there checks that are being carried out before flying, and then is it possible that this, was something that developed mid-air?
The truth of the matter is that no pilot or no crew will put an aircraft, knowingly put an aircraft in the air when they know that that aircraft is not serviceable. And the aircraft we're talking about is one of the best aircraft in the world, Boeing 787, the Dreamliner. These are mechanical problems that can happen to any aircraft, that can happen to any airline. It's one of those things that happen. The aircraft was, passed, after check and allowed to fly. And maybe along the line, something happened. It happens. It's not an unusual thing that we have an issue like that. I have flown on a British carrier that had a similar problem and landed in another airport. It is not unusual. We see some of these things. Rather, what we should do is to commend the crew for successfully handling that aircraft and bringing it back today in what I call air return. Air return is normal in the aviation industry. What it means is that, yes, perhaps I've wanted to continue with that trip, but found out that it would be quite impossible for them to actually continue with that trip. And the best thing for them to do was for them to come back today. But what I actually do not understand, why the aircraft decided to land in Lagos when they had other airports that they could have landed in Cote Cote d'Ivoire, they were in the Cote d'Ivoire airspace. They should have, asked the emergency to land in Cote d'Ivoire or land in Accra. But for them to come back, we need to investigate that because it took longer, almost 3 hours, for them to get back to Lagos when, in actual fact, they could have landed in Cote d'Ivoire.
I mean, you took that question, you took that question from just from my lips, because I was going to ask you, they were over the Ivory Coast airspace, we understand, that's Cote d'Ivoire, and there are a lot of countries in between.